Hi, this is Åsa with New Process Video, and today I'm making a very different layout, and I'm using these 3 photos of my kids having ice cream. And these photos were taken this summer when we were at my mom's place, and the kids and I and mom and her partner, we visited a moose park. And this was a little bit different from the normal kind of animal park or zoo, because we got to have real close contact with the moose, and yeah, it it was really special because I didn't know what to expect, so I didn't expect much at all. I felt like, yeah, I've seen moose before. They are kind of large and they have shaggy fur, and yeah, they probably smell. That was my expectations, but I was completely blown away, and I will talk more about that when I scrapbook the photos from the actual moose event. When we had gone to see and yeah, really cuddle with the moose, we had ice creams. And that is when these photos were taken. 2016 was a wasp year here in Sweden. There were wasps all over the place, and especially at those places where there were garbage cans and where people leave food stains and yeah, breadcrumbs and perhaps a little piece of ice cream left on the table or on the ground. They were all over the place, and this was kind of one of those places. There were wasps everywhere, and it was, yeah, really scary, really. I don't have a problem with insects normally, and I tried to get my pieces together totally for the sake of the kids. They didn't need a mother that was overly afraid in this situation, so I was really calm, and I just helped them shoo away the wasps. But they were everywhere, and my daughter, she almost panicked, and it was nasty. And when we went to the garbage cans to throw away our ice cream wrappers, yeah, it was the worst wasp experience I've ever had, because they were everywhere. It was really nasty. So this, together with these photos and the ice creams, I will concentrate on the wasp experience, and I would like to make it a little bit less scary, but at the same time kind of remember the event, because it was really an experience. It was something that we hadn't seen before, and it was sad that the kids got frightened, but at the same time it was special. So I'm going to challenge, or I'm going to, yeah, like summon my inner artist, and I'm going to make wasps. Yeah. How about that? This is when people that have all the stamps in the world, this is when they bring out their stamps. But I'm not going to do that, because I don't have a wasp stamp, and I'm not planning to buy one either. Instead, I'm going to draw wasps, and I'm going to color them with my Pro Marker pens, and I'm going to place them all over this page, remembering that this was the second part of this animal park. This is when we experience the insects. And I'm going to speed up that drawing process, double this speed, so that you get to see everything, but it won't take too much time. I'm really not a drawing type of person, because I usually need things to go a little bit quicker, and since it takes a lot of practice to become good at something, I don't really feel that I have that patience or that time. But when it comes to simple things like this, I think that I like to do this once in a while. It takes a little extra time, but not too much really. The most of the time spent on this project is the cutting, because I'm going to cut these little fellas out of the paper so that I can place them like die cuts on the project. So the thing that I basically did was that I looked up I did a Google search on wasps, and just to get an idea how you could draw a simple wasp. And then I talked to Habib, because he is really good with these things, and he came up with this suggestion that I was going to write it or draw it like this. And then I'm just making a bunch of them facing different directions and different sizes, because size is really important when you do a project like this. If you want to get any kind of dimension into the project, you need to have wasps that are a little bit further away and then you need to make them smaller, and then perhaps one that is really close up, and that one's going to need to be bigger. So you need to think about all those things. And they need to be facing different directions, because you don't want everyone to fly the same way. I'm using a blue pen to just color in the wings, because I didn't want to leave them white, and I didn't want them to be as bright as I could get it with the Pro markers. So I just borrowed a colored pencil from the kids, and then I made the wings a little bit blue. And now I'm cutting out the wasps, all of them really, and this is how they turned out. I'm going to place them all over the project here. I think this is fun. It makes me happy, and it gives this project so much personality. First of all the little wasps are different, and they have a little face, so they are quite some personalities there. But it also is a drawing that I've made, and it makes this page so much more me, even though it's a branded like layout where I use pattern papers from a brand and it's all about their design. The page becomes mine because I added this homemade embellishment that no other person in the world could do but me in this way, and it gives the whole project personality, my personality. And to go with the photos, it also makes this memory stand out, and it brings out the special thing that I want to remember with this layout. So now I'm just going to place out these wasps and cut them out, and everything will be pretty, and you will see the end result in just a bit. This layout also needs a title, and I'm going to bring out a package of thickers, and I'm going to just explore the thickers and what kind of strange ways that I can change them up to make them into my title. So I'm going to use, for example, a number 4 for an A, and I'm going to just cut and mix and make everything into the word that I was going to use. And the word is Getingår or getingar, all depending on if you see the little ring. I've been talking about the Swedish letter Å, the one that's in my name, and if you see the ring in this word, it will be wasp year. But if you don't see the ring, it will be wasps. And that's that's really it was unintentional, but when I saw everything, when I had placed down the word, I realized that that was really fun. My intention was to write wasp year, but then it was unintentionally something fun, and it became almost like wordplay, and I'm adding a little bit of an hashtag there. So wasp year, and here is the finished project. I added a little bit of washi tape just to bridge the gap between the colorful photo block and the white background pages. So here are the details, and I hope that you have enjoyed this rather different process video. Hope to see you soon again. Take care. This is Åsa. Bye!